Alright, so let's take a look at the course in D2L then. I've put some news up here. One thing that I wanted to mention for sure is to make sure to click on this link here or get the email that I sent and join our Remind group. I don't want to use D2L's mail for communicating, or my Northern Mail if I can help it. It's just simpler, it's better to use Remind to communicate. So make sure you click on that link, fill out the information. You can do it through either text or through email, and then you can reply to me via the same method. So, and it gets to me through Remind. So that's kind of a nice communication tool that doesn't have some of the flaws of email or D2L's email for sure. Alright, so what is your duty then in the class? Well, it's pretty easy. You just go January 7th through the 12th, which is this introduction week. And you take the activities that are listed here and do them one by one. So there's a video about me, an intro to the class syllabus. You'll just watch those. You're going to read the syllabus. You're going to look at the other items that are here, the class wiki, for instance. You take a look at that to get started, just so you know where it is and what it does and what it has on it. That's the discussion this week. You'll read chapter 1 from the textbook, and then there's some more information here about the Tech Talk and integration recipe assignment that I had mentioned before. So I'll introduce that. But basically what you do is each week before the end of the week, which this week is January 12th, and that's always a Saturday. So finish everything by the end of that day, that's Saturday. So finish all of these things listed here by January 12th, the end of the day. And then January 19th, 14th through the 19th, the same thing. So you'll have a week next week on Meaningful Learning Framework. So next week on Monday you'll get started by looking at these presentations and information about the framework. You'll do the readings, you'll watch the presentations in order, and then you'll do the discussion from that week to round out the week. And that's basically it. You'll have this time to work on those things. On the 21st through the 26th, again, you'll watch presentations about the Meaningful Learning Framework. You'll read chapter 10 and so forth. And there's all these things that you'll do. Now, generally, I'll also try to post a video each week like this one, showing the course in D2L and explaining what you should do. So that helps you as well to know exactly what to get done and what things to look for that are upcoming. So something to look for that is upcoming for this week is the Tech Talk assignment. That's not due till May 4th, which is right at the end of the semester, but you'll sign up to do it sometime before then, because I want these to come in during the semester so that everyone gets a chance to view your presentation throughout the semester on a different tool or resource. So here's that assignment. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and introduce this here as part of this video too. Hopefully you get the idea of how to use D2L for this class. Anyway, here's the assignment. And what you're going to do basically is create a presentation. You're going to choose a tool or software or app or something that has relevance to education. And here's the assignment here. And you are going to create a presentation about it. And it says in-class presentation. Well, this is an online class, so you're actually going to record a presentation about it. And so basically the presentation should briefly introduce the tool or technology, give a brief how-to presentation showing how to use it, show a realistic example of how the tool or technology could be used in education, and then tell whether you think you would use this tool or technology in your own classroom and why or why not. Now, you can't really engage the students in this class as you do this because it's not a face-to-face class, but you can present about it and do those other things. Now, your trick is to do this all in only 5 to 7 minutes. So again, your presentation should only be that long, about 5 to 7 minutes about this technology tool, introducing it to the class, giving them a good how-to, though, briefly introducing it and showing an example of how it's used in education. And then along with that presentation, there should also come a tech recipe sheet, and that would include these things: a title, a subtitle that shares what it can do, whatever tool or resource you chose, a picture, or it could have more than one picture too of it, and then steps for 2 to 3 things that teachers could choose to do with a technology tool or resource in order to support student learning. Alright, so think of a couple of things that somebody might do with this tool or technology, get into it in some depth, learn about it, and then present about it in this class. Present about what things teachers might do, and here are the, or not present about it in this class, but put it on this recipe sheet. And again, a recipe sheet is just a step-by-step kind of easy, here's how you get started with this tool or technology. So I'll show you an example of this in a moment, but this is how you'll be graded in this rubric here, and how well you do with the different elements. And you can refer to this again in the same spot here under week 1. And then right underneath the assignment is website, software, and apps that could be used for the Tech Talk assignment. And I'm excited to say that this is actually a very recent survey that I ran of South Dakota teachers, and there were over 800 responses to this question. But these are the top websites that people have used, top laptop computer or desktop computer software applications, top mobile device apps, and top makerspace items that they mentioned. And so that's a brand new list of the things that teachers are using right now. It was taken, the survey was taken last semester in fall 2018. So very new information that you can choose from to learn more in depth about one of those for your Tech Talk assignment. And then underneath that is a creating an online presentation. This is linking to my textbook that I wrote, and you can link to there if you want to learn more about how to record a presentation. Screencast-O-Matic is the recommended tool for this. It's a very nice tool to create presentations just like the one that I'm doing right now, if you need help to do that. And also here's an example recipe sheet. So Tech Integration Recipe Sheet. This is Poll Everywhere. This is one I created. Notice that it's got some steps here. It's got some different types of questions here. It tells a little bit about it. It has a nice title and subtitle. To create this type of visual, nice presentation kind of sheet, I mean it's not a presentation, I guess it's a sheet. I used, for this one, I think I used a template in Pages, the Apple software, you know, Pages, where you can create things. And I opened up Pages, and then it asks for using templates, and I chose a newsletter template, I think is the kind that I used for this, and just replaced the items in the newsletter with Poll Everywhere items instead about my software. So that includes the pictures that I got. I actually took some screenshots too, and you can use, on Windows, you can use a snipping tool to create screenshots, or on Mac there's a key combination. So it's actually not too tough. If you have Microsoft Word, for instance, Word has some nice newsletter templates as well, and you can open up one of those and just put in your own information so that it's nicely laid out visually for the recipe sheet. And then finally, there is the sign-up sheet. I'm going to see if anyone's signed up. Yeah, we have quite a few people who've already signed up for what week they would like to do this Tech Talk. When you do sign up, make sure that you finish your Tech Talk by the end of the date that you signed up. So we have one on the 14th through the 19th. Make sure that one is submitted to me by the 19th, and then or at least put on this page if you have the links, if you can create those. But you're going to have a recipe link and a video to add to this page. And you can give me those and I'll put them up online using my Google Drive account, or you can set them up on your own Google Drive account and then just share the link here in these last two columns for the recipe and the video in there as well. But if you need help with that, you can let me know too as your week comes close to finishing. And then what I will do is I will take these and I will post them in D2L so that other people can view them, and that's going to become part of the class so that everyone views those items and learns about what tools you have been learning about as well, and you can learn from each other that way. So I think that's all for the Tech Talk assignment and for introducing the class this week. Again, I'll try to post videos each week showing what you should do for that week. Most of them are going to be a lot shorter than these ones because this is the first week, but hopefully all of this makes sense to you and you know what to do to get started now. And again, I'll try to remind you too of any assignments coming up in the next few weeks so that you can be working toward those as well, because those tend to be bigger than just 1 week's work sometimes. Alright, well, I'm excited to get started. I love this class. I think it's a wonderful learning opportunity for all involved, and I'm looking forward to it. See you later.